Good day, everyone. I am Florame Arboyes, and together with Miss Joanna Arbitrario, we will going to tackle about sociological perspectives on schools and social institutions. So let us first define what is sociological perspectives all about. Sociological perspective is a human behavior that's shaped by the groups to which people belong and by social interaction that takes place within those groups. It enables us to see society for the reality that it is instead of the reality that people make it out to be. It allows us to understand the connections between societal issues, personal issues, and understand that there are undeniable influences that help shape our lives.
There are three main sociological perspectives. First, structural functionalism. Second, symbolic interactionism. And lastly, the conflict perspective. So, what is structural functionalism? Structural functionalism serves a purpose and capable of bringing unity and happiness to its citizens. Symbolic interactionism. Symbolic interactionism is a micro-level theory that focuses on the relationship among individuals within a society. It is the exchange of meaning through language and symbols. It is believed to be the way in which people make sense of their social worlds.
And the last, conflict perspective. Conflict perspective focuses on the groups within a society over limited resources. It views social and economic institutions as tools of the struggle among groups or classes used to maintain inequality and the dominance of the ruling class. So these are the schools and social institutions. First is the family. Family is a group of persons united by the ties of marriage, blood, or adoption, constituting a single household and interacting with each other in respective social positions, usually those of spouses, parents, children, and siblings. The family performs several essential functions for society. In the structural functionalism, it socializes children, provides emotional and practical support for its members, and provides each members with a social identity. In the conflict perspectives in the family, it promotes social inequality to society. So for example, physical violence and emotional cruelty for its own members. So, kuana man jud ibang family no nga kanang walay respeto sa usag-usa, kanang mo kanang kulatahon which result to physical violence and abuse which is not good jud siya para sa society kay ma-adapt man gud na siya. In the symbolic interactionism in the family, it shared experiences and bonding together with the family. So for example, family photo and family meals. Like ana mahimo ang interaction sa usag-usa and ma-develop ilahang closeness. Next is education. Education is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, morals, beliefs, habits, and personal development. It is the act of teaching knowledge to others and the act of receiving knowledge from someone else. Education serves several functions for society. In the structural functionalism of education, this includes socialization, social integration, social placement, and social and cultural innovation. For example, establishment of peer relationships. So, socialization helps us to develop our socialization skills and build relationship towards other people. In the conflict perspective of education, It promotes social inequality. So for example, schools differ widely in their funding and learning conditions. So with regards to the public and private schools, ingon sila kung naa kay financial means, mas maayo jud daw kuno nga sa private school ka mag-enroll kay ingon sila mas advanced jud daw ang lessons sa private in compared to public schools. In the symbolic interactionism in education, social interaction in the classroom, on the playground, and other school venues. For example, the teacher discussing lessons to his or her students. So, diri mahitabo ang interaction og makabuild og relationship towards others. Next is religion. Religion is a personal set or institutionalized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practices. In the structural functionalism of religion, it gives meaning and purpose to life, reinforcing social unity and stability, serving as an agent of social control of behavior, promoting physical and psychological well-being, and motivating people to work for positive social change. In the conflict theory of religion, it promotes social imbalance and social conflict. For example, distinction of beliefs, values, and cultures. So kay ba man jud tanong nga ang religion kay daghan kaayo og kanang differences, daghan tag mga beliefs nga lahi. So kana nga mga beliefs and values kanang mag-cause na siya og discrimination sa uban. Mao nga isa po na sa conflict sa religion. In the symbolic interactionism of religion, maghatag siya og ways in which individuals interpret their religious experiences. So, example, Catholics goes to church to pray. So, ana nga way, nagpakita nga mga Catholics, nag-pray sila og saints or the God mismo. And it symbolizes worship.
And now we proceed to the economic institution. What is economic institution? Economic institutions are responsible for organizing the production, exchange, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. An economic institution is also one of the basic institutions for the sake of survival. Each society has an economic system ranging from simple to complex. Among other things, economic institutions have decisive influence on investment in physical and human capital technology and industrial production. Structural functionalism in economic institutions are social stratification, power and authority, needs satisfaction, employment, and provisions of funds. And we also have conflict perspective in economic institutions. These are poor economic opportunities, deficient social service. For example, the lack of jobs. Kulangan medyo tagtrabaho diri sa Pilipinas. High rates of poverty sa daghan po mga kanang dako ta population tas nagkalisod ng uban. Poor infrastructure management and sexual harassment. Apil na po na siya. Then, symbolic interactionism. Social interaction in the workplace. Government. What is government? Government is the political system by which a country or a community is administered and regulated. So, unsay purpose sa government? The purpose of government is to socialize people to be good citizens, or to regulate the economy and to provide necessary service for citizens. So, These are the structural functionalism of government. Planning and directing society. Second, meeting social needs. Third, maintaining law and order. Fourth, managing international relations. So, what are the conflict perspective of government? The conflict perspective of government are social inequalities and power difference within a group. Social order is maintained by the domination and power rather than by consensus and conformity. Example, kanang mga corrupt na mga uban dira sa pamalaan, unsa pa, mga murag di nila ihatag sa taong bayan ang kwarta. Then, sa sunod is symbolic interactionism. So, ang symbolic interactionism sa government is focus its attention on figures or individuals that represent power and authority. And that's all. Thank you.